Hi guys, how are you? My name's Sarah. If you're new to my channel, this is my channel about my little addiction called cross stitch, and my channel's name is Stitching by Sarah. If you are new to my channel, I hope you enjoy my content and decide to come back for more. If you are returning, I want to thank you so very much for coming back. I really appreciate you guys. I have great subscribers. I don't have a lot of projects to show you. I have a bit of stitching, but not a lot of projects. I have my featured FFO, I have haul, I have Stitchy Kindness. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do in the next 2 weeks, and I have what we did in our EGA meeting yesterday. We did a special program. So, my featured FFO. So I was going around my house trying to figure out what to show you guys. And I think you guys are getting to the point where you've seen most of my stuff that's hanging on my walls. I've been stitching for a long time, but I'd stitch like one thing and then not do it for a long time. Or I'd stitch something for somebody else, like they're getting married or having a baby or something like that. So it wasn't until like the last 5 years that I have done a lot of stitching for myself to put on my walls. So I don't have a lot of my own, but you know, I'm working on fixing that. So this is actually, I believe it's called Counted Canvas. So this is called Variation on the Rhodes Design by Frieda's Fancy Stitching. I did this in 2019. I was off of work for 2 weeks because of a procedure that I had done. And I actually did this in 3 days. So it's not hard. I did this the night that I came home under anesthesia, so it wasn't all that hard. I had it framed at Hobby Lobby, and I've got museum glass on. I tend to be a glass person, and if it's something really special to me, then I will put museum glass on it. So framed by Hobby Lobby, museum glass, and this is Variations on the Rhodes Design by Frieda's Fancy Stitching. My cousin Betsy got me, helped me pick out the pattern, and the LNS at the time by her house, they helped me pick out the colors because I didn't like the colors that they had. So that's how I got those colors. So that's my featured FFO. So it's been 2 weeks since I've seen you. Excuse me. Mainly because, I had to travel back to Pennsylvania for a memorial last weekend. But I knew that I wouldn't have a lot to show you. I am doing stitchmaynia, which some stitchers do. Some stitchers, they do new starts in May. They're all new starts, a certain number of starts. They focus on finishing things. Just a minute, I'm having a hot flash. You ladies of my age or older, you probably know what I'm talking about, but boy, it feels like my face and my ears are on fire. So I had to turn the AC on. So I hope you guys can hear me. So as I was saying, stitchmaynia is where stitchers do, try to focus on, they either focus on new starts, focus on finish, focus on a designer. I've decided to do Mirabilia. There are some Flosstubers that are doing that. They focus on stitching Mirabilias during the month. If you're new to my channel, if you're not new to my channel, you've heard this before last time, but each Monday in May, I am going to start a new Mirabilia project, and I am calling it Mirabilia Mondays. I have decided that on the weekends I am going to stitch Zelda, which is the Mirabilia that I have been working on for a while, so I'll give her a little bit of love on the weekends. So let me see, here's Zelda. If you are not new to my channel, you've seen her before, Miss Zelda. This is where she was last time you saw her, and this is where she's at now. I think the last time you saw her or since the last time you saw her, I added the purple and the black and did some more of the pink. So we're getting there. I am using the called for floss, and I'm using the called for fabric, which is 32 count Graceful Gray by Wichelt. And I have the bead pack for her. So I will be working on her tomorrow and Sunday, hopefully. So my first new Mirabilia Monday start was Sabrina. This is the first chart of Mirabilias that I have bought that kind of got me down the Mirabilia, addiction. So this is Miss Sabrina. I got quite a bit done on her this last week. I'm using the called for colors. The fabric is Yule by BeStitchMe. It's 32 count. If it's not Yule, I'll put it right here. It's an exclusive. I believe it was in the winter solstice box from BeStitchMe last December. So she is really popping on that. I just love that. And Stitchers, we may not know each other, but we're all friends. I was sitting in the airport stitching on Sabrina, and a lady who doesn't know me came up to me and started talking to me about cross stitch. And I think my husband thought it was kind of weird that, somebody that I don't know came up to me and we were talking cross stitch. But that's just what us stitchers do. We see somebody doing stitching and we gotta see what you're doing. So here is Sabrina. I absolutely love her. Oh. My new start for this past Monday is red. And I haven't had as much time to stitch on red as I had on Sabrina, but this is where I've gotten to. You can see I'm working on the cape. I started her face. I'm using the called for floss, and the fabric is 28 count Vintage Smokey. Again, if it's not right, I'll put it right down here because I didn't bring tags with me. I just brought the charts and the stitching. So that's where red is at. If you were here last time I did a video, I told you that I'm going to be doing videos every 2 weeks. This coming Friday, actually she's coming early Thursday morning, my sister's coming to town and we're going to be heading out of town to take her to Fredericksburg just for something to do. So I won't be here next Friday. So I'm going to show you right now what I will be doing for the next 2 weeks. So next Monday, I am starting Stargazer. I'm doing a start along with Heather. I never get your Instagram right. Sorry, Heather. Heather on Instagram right here. We're going to be starting Stargazer on Monday. And I have decided that the following Monday, I am going to start at the Met. So next week, not next week, but in 2 weeks when I come back to you, you'll see my new starts on Stargazer and at the Met. And then you'll also see progress on Zelda. So that's what I'm going to do for the next 2 weeks. I haven't quite decided yet what my 5th start is going to be. I'm still working on that. So let me show you my haul, or the cross-stitching related items that I've bought. And I have some Stitchy Kindness. So let me start with my haul. I got my May Thread Club from color and cotton. I get the all colors 5 skeins. And this is the flosses that came. We have Chantilly lace. We've got Hot Springs, dark indigo. Look at that variegation. Look at that side. Kumquat, that's got a nice variegation. And olive brown. And I went to, so I am very blessed. I have 3 local cross stitch stores that are, you know, a reasonable distance away. And then if I wanted to go down into Houston, there's a bunch of needlework shops that also carry like floss and fibers and all that stuff. So I went down to 3 Stitches because Caroline at Samplers and Stitching didn't have the ones right on hand. So I went down to get some Karen water lilies. These are for some Mirabilias that I'm going to be working on. And then here's the Krynic. And then the ones that Pam, I think her name's Pam at 3 Stitches, which she didn't have, I had Caroline just go ahead and order for me. So next I got my Lady Liberty by Twin Peak Primitives. When I saw this before Needlework Market, when I saw they first posted this, I'm like, I gotta have it, and I had Caroline, you know, order it for me. So that's in my I gotta do soon pile. I don't remember, did I show this to you guys before? It was in my pile to show you guys, but you know, something in my back of my head says yes, but then something says no. So if you've seen it before, then I guess you get to see it again. And my Mirabilia addiction, you know, I got Summer in My Garden off of Etsy store in Italy, I believe. And I think I got her because she was out of print, but I'm not positive. She's Mirabilia number MD 30, so there's a chance she's out of print, or I got her because she's one of those low numbers that I'm sure sometimes she will go out of print, so I had to get her. And then I don't remember who, I'm thinking somebody on Facebook showed this and absolutely fell in love with it. Now, Nora Corbett is the designer for Mirabilia, but she also has a branch just called Nora Corbett. And look at this one. This is called the Rain Queen. Isn't she stunning? I didn't realize when I saw the picture on Facebook or Flosstube, whoever I saw it from, I didn't realize she was a fairy. I'm not a big fairy fan. So I may possibly not do her wings when I do her. But I also got the bead pack for her. So, you know, she's pretty. I gotta have her. All right, just a minute. All right, that little flash is gone, so I turned that AC off so you guys can hear me a little better. So, this next thing I'm gonna blame on Pam and Steph. You know, just keep stitching. They caused it. So they are in the Project Bag of the Month Club with So Much to Love. And they were telling that So Much to Love had a special going on, or, you know, a giveaway if you ordered something off of their website. Apparently she went from Etsy store to a website store. So, you know, I had to give me a project bag. Look at those flamingos. Oh my gosh. Aren't they just too cute? And then I absolutely love Mr. and Mrs. Flamingo with the tie and the pearl necklace. Oh, they are just too cute. And that's the inside. So I gotta find a project bag for that, or a project to put in that. And then she also sent along some Morocco mint tea. All right, Stitchy Kindness. One of my co-workers, she saw this and thought of me. I think she said she found it at Target, but I'm not positive. Oh no, it says right here, TJ Maxx. The Golden Girls cross stitch. Can you believe it? Oh my gosh, I just absolutely love it. There's thank you for being a friend. Let me show you all these patterns. Some of them I don't remember them saying, and I don't plan on stitching. Let's see. So there's thank you for being a friend. Shady Pines, Ma. I probably won't stitch that one. And Picture It, Sicily. I love Sophia. And let's see, Flirting is Part of My Heritage. I probably won't do that one, but that's cute. And let's see. The older you get, the better you get, unless you're a banana. I don't remember that either, but oh my gosh, I've got to stitch that one. And then Eat Dirt and Die Trash. I don't remember that one either. I probably won't stitch that one. But it has flamingos. I just realized that. Check out the flamingos. My coworker that bought this, she loves flamingos, so maybe I'll do that just for her. No, I will not have a nice day. This will probably be the first one that I stitch, and then you may see it back there. Have I given you any indication that I care? I love that one. I think that's my favorite. Let's see. As they say in St. Olaf. And let's see. I think there's maybe a couple more. My beauty has always been a curse. Good old Blanche. Dorothy, Rose, Blanche, and Sophia. Everything I learned from Rose, Blanche, Dorothy, and Sophia. Oh my gosh. And then the kit includes, I'm not going to pull it out, but I'll show you right here. A hoop and some Ada and the floss. I've had a couple of co-workers ask me to show them how to cross stitch, so I may give them the Ada, and the floss and the needle and show them how, and maybe use one of these charts. But. All right, and then Sabrina sent me quite a bit. It was way too generous, Sabrina. She said that I can keep what I want and what I don't want I can give away. First is some monthly markings. And I think I counted, 8 of them? So they're not all there. I'll probably share these because I am already stitching that. This is just too cute. Elfin' Around by Heart and Hand. And then look at Santa. I'll probably stitch them. And then Our Little Christmas Home. Isn't that just too cute? And Christmas Magic. I'll probably stitch that one too. And then Folk Art Feather Tree. I like the barn. And then as I was looking at it earlier, there is Noah's Ark pillow. If I ever get to have grandchildren, well, maybe I'll make that. And then wisteria. Aren't they pretty? They're purple. I love them. And let's see. Here's, there she knows. I love Paula Vaughn. This one is Let's Pretend. Quilting Lessons. I don't remember if I have this one, but I know I've seen it. And then I don't remember seeing Fresh Cuttings before. I don't remember seeing that one. I think I've seen that one before. So that'll go in my collection. And then she sent me The Romance of Paula Vaughn, a hardcover book. This is way too generous. Thank you, Sabrina. There is a lot of, here's just an example. Here's a pattern from Paula Vaughn. And then when I opened this, my daughter was here because she was going to be our dog sitter. This is Cross Stitch Australia. My daughter wanted me to stitch, let's see, do this without showing the pattern. Fox. And then maybe, let's see, these are called Fat-Tailed Donart with Babies. Try to do this without showing you a pattern. That one, she liked that one. And then on the back, Lady Dancing. You know, she's a pretty lady. I may have to do her just because she's a pretty lady. So there are things in there that we will stitch out of, or I will stitch out of there. Paper sculpting and quilling. Oh. All right, thank you again, Sabrina. That was very generous of you. All right, so I believe that's all of my haul and stitchy kindness. Last is I want to show you needle felting, what we did in our embroidery guild meeting yesterday. So it's not cross stitch related, so if you don't want to see it, you know, it's not cross stitch related, that's okay, I understand. But we made pumpkins. So here's the tiny one. So I made this one. And then here's another one that I made. It kind of looked like it's spidery. Beth, my friend Beth, she was at the meeting with me and she really liked that one. I'm surprised I still have it. I'm surprised she hasn't borrowed it. And then this is my large pumpkin. So there's going to be crinkling right here. So what we do is we made a core, and I am going to link, I think her name's Joyce. I'm going to link her Instagram in my description box. So if you are within, you know, a decent, you know, not excessively far, but if you're within the Bastrop area, driving distance that she can come and you want her to do a class, you can contact her through Instagram. But what we did was we made a core using, I don't remember what you call it, but we used that. And then we used the wool, took little pieces off. Oops, right here. It was fun. We've already decided that we're having her come back next year to teach us something else. So here is some of the wool that we used. So I have a lot of it left, but we had a lot of fun. She's an interesting lady. So, I believe that's everything for this week. Our travel to Pennsylvania. We were scheduled to leave Bush Intercontinental at 10, and at 4:50 got a text saying that our flight leaving here wasn't leaving until 2 o'clock, which really screwed with our connection in Chicago. So we hurried up and I rebooked us for a flight leaving at 7:20. They started booking at 6:50. And we are, I'd say 45 minutes from the airport. We just barely made our connection by the skin of our teeth and by the grace of God. It's only because of him that we were able to make our flight. But there was a purple blur going down 249 in the Beltway that morning. So if you're in the Houston area and you saw a purple blur, that was me. But trying to make it through to the airport to get our flight that was leaving in 2 hours. So luckily we had carry-on. We weren't checking anything, so we didn't have to worry about that. So saw some family and then came on back on Sunday, so we weren't gone long. And as I said, my sister will be here this coming week, so we're gonna have fun going to Fredericksburg. So I hope y'all have a good 2 weeks, and I will see you in a couple of weeks. Bye, guys.